Shagawan, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai, Basham, Rachak, Dash, double honor, and to elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Shagawan, to hopefully elect of the Hebrew Israelites. This is Brother Araki coming back with a quick one. You see, from Fox News, out of this world, lawmaker explain why she's an extraterrestrial believer. You know, the chariots are real, but those are the angels. Okay? Rep Anna Paulina Luna, which sounds like she's from the Northern Kingdom. There you can see her. Claims that videos and briefings have provided evidence of interdimensional beings on the story. Well, that's right. But they are not UFOs, they are IFOs. Identified flying objects. We have identified them. Okay, as the angels. Let's grab that. Psalms 68:17. The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place. Showing you what the chariots are.
Are we alone in the universe?
No.
So here's what President Obama said that got all of this back in the headlines. Watch.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in, what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility, unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the President of the United States.
So he later said the chances that we have been visited by aliens is low. I saw no evidence during my presidency that they had made contact with us. He was suggesting that he was joking and having some fun with the podcaster in that particular instance. Here's President Trump, though, when he got a question about what President Obama said on Air Force One from Peter Doocy. Watch.
Barack Obama said that aliens are real. Have you seen any evidence of non-human visitors to Earth?
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that.
So aliens are real?
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information.
So he gave classified information. You know, such a stupid answer, man. It is out there. Just how many sightings have there been in South America alone? You know, Peru, Brazil, these different countries over there. There's, endless amounts of sightings, man, of unexplained phenomena.
Visitors to Earth.
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that.
So aliens are real?
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that.
So that got a lot of attention. Hours later, the president posting on Truth Social that he's directing the release of government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life and UFOs. Everything to come out that the government has on this. So with that, we bring in Republican Congresswoman from Florida, Anna Paulina Luna. She is chair of the Oversight Committee Task Force on the Declassification of Federal Secrets. She has said that there is evidence of interdimensional beings that can operate through the time spaces that we currently have, which is obviously going to catch a lot of people's attention. Anna Paulina Luna, thank you very much, Congressman. It's good to have you with us today. So I want to go back to that. You told Joe Rogan in a podcast in August when you were discussing all of this that you have viewed evidence of interdimensional beings here on Earth and that they operate through the time spaces that we currently have. Can you explain what you mean by that?
Yeah, I think that a good example would be some of the photo visual evidence that we've seen directly in some of these classified briefings that will now be made public. One of the famously now, infamous videos that we showed in one of our hearings was actually a video that was dead dropped to Eric Burleson, who's a member of Congress, from within the Department of War, and it shows a UAP, an unidentified air phenomena, deflecting a Hellfire missile. This was taken off of ISR footage off the coast of, I believe it was Yemen. So long story short, there have been briefings that we've received as
Also, there's been many sightings in Iran of chariots, and not just now. Now Iran is a hot topic, but that was, years ago that I saw that information on Iran. And it makes sense if there would be sightings even now, because now there's the war, so the angels, more than likely present. I mean, they present whether we can see them or not, but it makes sense that they are even visually present over there.
That leads us to believe that yes, there is definitely an advanced technology out there that's not created by mankind. And yes, of course, we've seen other evidence where it could potentially be UAPs, and then we later find out that there's drones. But there is a certain amount of evidence that we simply can't explain. Some of the physics that are defied in how these vehicles operate are very interesting to note. And we are not the only government that's looked into this extensively. But I really do look at this from a lens of national security. And as you know,
which is a good angle to come from, because they definitely gonna go against the national security of this current world system. What comes to mind is 2nd Ezra chapter 13, where it says that they were afraid yet durst fight.
As we continue to evolve, specifically on the front of AI and drone technology, we have to ensure that are these things, whatever they may be, are they potential adversarial weapons?
Yes. Daniel chapter 12, Michael, he's coming in war, man. Coming against the wicked. So only the elect gonna receive mercy of the Hebrew Israelites. Daniel 12 and 1. At that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. Daniel standeth for the children of thy people, beginning with the elect. Okay? In the book of Habakkuk, goes into the laser beams.
Advanced weapons or not, and I think the whole aspect that the federal government can deny access to members of Congress, of which has happened not just to myself, but to other members of Congress as well, is not just alarming, but it's also something that cannot truly exist in a free and fair society. Government should not operate in secrecy. And so I look forward to the American people being able to determine their own conclusion after they've seen some of the evidence that we've seen. But most recently, Representative Gates actually came forward. He was on that initial CODAL with me and Representative Tim Burchett, where we were denied access. And he will tell you that if you've seen some of the stuff that we've seen, you will too become a believer.
So, I mean, it's fascinating. And, so you're saying that the Air Force has covered up UAP sightings. So, if there is potentially, is it because it's technology that we have that they don't want anyone to know that we have militarily, or is it that it's a foreign actor who has some abilities and technology and things that spin in ways that we can't understand?
Based on our interviews that we've conducted, not just in person, but also given some of the testimony that we've received, we do have reason to believe that this tech is not created by mankind. However, it is also possible that there are certain advanced weapons that the U.S. government may have that they're denying us access to. But here's the problem. When you have unelected bureaucrats denying access to members of government that are supposed to oversee and write the checks for that federal spending, and then we're also getting reports that there are people being threatened, whether it be physically, whether have been, interesting deaths associated with people that have been coming forward as whistleblowers, which I brought up in some of the testimony that we've received, not just myself, but you saw recently there was a movie that came out, The Age of Disclosure, where this is also referenced now by the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio. This is one of the most bipartisan and bicameral things in Washington, D.C. And so we definitely are looking forward to sharing this and exploring this further with you.
Anna Polina Luna, Congresswoman, thank you. It's fascinating, and I think we all want to know more about this. I think it's sort of tripped back into the universe, so to speak, with sort of an offhanded comment by President Obama that turned into something deeper, and now we may get some more disclosures. We'll see. At least there's pressure for it. Thank you so much.
So there you have it, man. Which, it's been obvious. It's been obvious for years, but now it's more and more being brought out in the mainstream media. Fox News is fucking mainstream media, man. You see? So the Chariots, they have two jobs. They have two missions from Yahweh Basham, Yahushai. They're gonna, the angels, they're gonna save the elect of Hebrew Israelites. It's Matthew 24, chapter 30, 31. Matthew chapter 24, verses 30 and 31. And then they're gonna shoot laser beams at the wicked nations and also the unworthy of our people. So that's it for the lesson, Lord. It was edifying. On to the next one, Shalom.